In a very big gathering of a Banyamulenge community here in the Dayton, Ohio. Because many of the stories that you are hearing, many of them, 99% of them know about it. But we do have some friends. I see some faces of Americans who are new to this gathering and would like to hear straight from English to English. I know you guys took a great time of your life just like to sit here morning until evening to hear our stories, so it's only fair that we at least do this in English once. Also, there are many Banyamulenge Congolese youth here who are not as fluent in Kinyamulenge as many of people who are sitting here, who are here. Am I lying? We have so many of them. And the death of our hero, Michelle Makanika, has mobilized millennium, but mostly Gen Z, even Gen Alpha. Am I lying? Na Gen Alpha,
Gen Alpha abari munsi y'iyo myaka.
Abana bafite nk'imyaka 8, 9, 10 no kugeza no ku 13 gutyo.
Abana imyaka 13 guhera ku myaka 8 kugeza ku 13 abona aba Gen Alpha n'abagenzi kuva kuri imyaka uzabusubira hejuru.
Abo rero nibo ba makanika bazaza.
Abo ba makanika dutegereje. Those are makanika that are waiting.
So yagiye, so tugomba gutangira gukomeza kubaka legacy yiwe.
He's no longer with us, but we are building his legacy.
And so mbere ntaratangira kuvuga,
before I begin to speak,
mu Kinyamulenge reka nsabe famille ya General Rukunda Makanika.
I would like to ask the family of Makanika,
muzubairo byanyu tubahaye pole.
Your honor, we just give condolences.
Abari hano nabari ahandi hose.
Those who are here, those who are far from here.
Hari abarimo kudukurikira online already, babizi tubahaye pole. Hari abarimo batwandikira tubahaye pole kandi turi kumwe namwe.
Those who are following online and those who are texting, we just extend our condolences to you.
Hari yindi famille ya General.
There is another family of General Makanika.
Itari hano.
Is not with us here.
Iri ruguru.
They are on the field in Minembwe.
Iyo ni Twigwaneho.
Those are Twigwaneho.
Abo nibo bana biwe nyuma ya famille yanyu.
They are the children of General Makanika as well.
Abo nabo ntabwo turi kumwe nabo hano.
They are not with us now.
Aho muri,
wherever they are,
mukazi murimwo,
in the work that you are doing,
turabakunda,
we love you,
turabubaha,
we honor you,
turi kumwe namwe,
we are with you
kugeza ku mutonyi wa nyuma,
to the end of the last drop of our blood. Let me switch again.
I'd like to thank Papa Banoge David and Honorable MuLLER. They talked about the genesis of Banyamulenge struggle. I believe they are the second generation of the struggle. And I think I'm the third or the fourth generation of the struggle. And when I speak, I'm not only speaking for me, I'm speaking for many people in my generation. Many of the Banyamulenge who are in this room came here as refugees. They fled the same plot. Different time, different places, but same plot. For my generation, We survived the Gatumba massacre in 2004.
Murabizi ko turabacikacumu mu Gatumba.
This is after we had been forced to flee our homes in Uvira.
Iyi ni impamvu yatumye dumeneshwa.
We crossed the border to the nearest town of Gatumba in Burundi.
Turameneshwa tuja mu Burundi.
We were housed in a UN peacekeeping camp
Aho twari turi mu nkambi za UN
that was tasked to protect us and our families.
zigiye gito bari baducumbikiye kugira ngo baturinde.
But after 3 months, the camp was attacked.
Nyuma y'amezi 3 tuza guterwa.
And many people lost their lives.
Benshi muri twebwe basiga ubuzima.
And from there,
uhereye aho
the US decided that they needed to resettle many of the survivors to the US. For my family, we were resettled in New York, in Rochester, New York. And Dayton has a big majority of them here, but also in all the 50 states. And many other Banyamulenge who survived other massacres in different time. Before Gatumba and after, the US really increased the numbers of the Banyamulenge to resettle in the US. Because it is a community that is targeted in the DRC. And so we are here. Fast forward in 2019, most people here were just minding their business, building their families. When again the targeting of Banyamulenge who were remaining in the whole plateau, this is in the outskirts of Uvira mountains. This is originally where the Banyamulenge come from. We're being targeted again. And so this is where my life begins with the Lieutenant General Rukunda Makanika. We are different in age, but same struggle. He was a colonel in the government forces. I was here as a mother with my second born child. I was a nurse. Like many of people here, we're also doing the same thing. Like how Michelle was in a different province, serving the country. And so when the targeting happened in the whole plateau, there was no gathering like this. There was no meeting, there's no strategic meeting that happened. Everyone felt that they needed to do something. For him, he left the military and went to defend the people. That's what he knows. And for us, what did we have? Some income. So we need to organize to be with people who are being targeted in the DRC. At that time, I was leading the community organization. And so we needed to organize and help people in a humanitarian way. And when he arrived there, it was not a direct I guess link. We did no. Ntabwo twakoranye ngo tubuze umugambi.
Siwe twakoranaga mu migambi.
Yagiye yitumye.
He went by himself because of his passion in his heart. Even the community in diaspora, they just find their way, what they can do. That's how we start defending ourselves, as our parents taught us.
So this is the third generation yo kwigwanaho.
n'urubyaro rwa gatatu rwirwanaho rero.
And so niyo mpamvu navuze ngo reka tubwire fourth and the fifth generation yo kwigwanaho.
Tubwire urubyaro rwa kane n'urwa gatanu agomba kwirwanaho.
Mu Cyongereza.
In English.
Abantu bazaba bafite uburyo bwabo bwo kwigana icyo gihe.
Everyone will be defending himself.
Ariko tugomba kubabwira amateka.
But let us tell you history.
And so nagiriwe umugisha mwinshi.
I had a benefit.
Wo kuba muri iyo generation yo kwigwanaho.
Being in a generation of defending ourselves.
Iyi ntwari muri icyo gihe nayo ihagurutse kuvuga ngo igwane ku bwoko.
In the same time where our hero was defending our community.
Ukuntu yagiye.
The way he went to the
mountain.
The way he organized young people to defend themselves. The same spirit.
Ya makanika.
The spirit of makanika.
The spirit of his name is not makanika. His name is Michel Rukunda Makanika. Sorry. Michel Rukunda. And Elias is makanika.
No, Elias is makanika.
It really means he's a mechanic. It means mechanic, and then in Kinyamurenge we kind of twisted and said mechanica. As you said, he went empty-handed. He did not take anything from the armed forces. He just said, I could not stand this. I could not sit here, get paid, having a colonel in the armed forces, while my parents, my aunts, my nephews being killed. And so when he got there, he became a mechanic to engineer the youth, to organize them, to say before they could kill your wife, you have to defend them first. And so, like the previous speakers had said in the previous sessions, all the armed groups in the region formed an alliance against us, against Banyamulenge. And they were all supported by the government. And we are the minority, mind you. And you have all the other tribes mounting an alliance based on identity to exterminate one minority group. In this situation, here in the diaspora, it was a moral compass for us to organize ourselves, to help our loved ones because their houses were being burned, health centers were being destroyed, they were being internally displaced, they needed a humanitarian assistance. Our government was siding with those who were killing us. Our government. And so we had to be our own UN. We had to be our own humanitarian service. And so he had to also defend the community. And so his spirit really inspired me. Even though we didn't work with him hand in hand, but we worked with those people that he was supporting, he was protecting. And that is still the situation today. He really organized and made sure people were protected. Even in that situation, he never fought against the government. He only wanted to protect his loved ones. The armed forces were in Minembwe. He was in the outskirts fending off the militias. But many times, like we said, the armed forces supported the militias by giving them tactical gears, training, ammunition to attack us. But he still maintained that this is solely a self-defense. If the government were to protect Banyamulenge, we would never ever attack the government.
yirinda kurwanya leta muri ibyo bihe byose akomeza kurinda ubwoko
until the day he died.
kugeza umunsi yapfuye.
They struck and they killed him by drone.
umunsi bamaze kumwica bamwicishije drone.
And that's when the Twigwaneho self-defense said enough is enough.
nibwo abana be bavuze ngo birahagije.
You had killed our leader.
ngo mwishe umuyobozi wacu.
That means, and this is after 5 years of self-defense.
yari imyaka 5 bagize imisi
vowing not to touch the government,
batakora kuri leta,
still waiting for the government to change its mind and protect everyone.
bategereje ko leta yahindura ibitekerezo igatabara ubwoko.
And that's when they allied themselves with the M23.
nibwo bahagurutse bihuza na M23
because they were abandoned.
kubera ko twari tutatawe.
And M23 is a Tutsi group.
M23 nayo yari abatutsi.
Like Banyamulenge from North Kivu.
Abanyamulenge bo muri North Kivu.
They are also trying to protect their families that were chased out of the country. And so, I want to say in a humanitarian way, we've tried to mobilize even doctors to go to Minembwe. They were targeted and killed on their way. Humanitarian aid, trunks, anything that could get to Minembwe was destroyed on its way to Minembwe. This means that they were trying to kill and uproot Banyamulenge out of their land by fire or by hunger. Up until now, Minembwe is under a blockade. It means Banyamulenge cannot trade with other local tribes, while other tribes are able to travel from one area to another. And if you're trying to get there, you will be killed, lynched. Not only as a civilian, by the way, not only as a civilian, even if you are an armed serviceman, the fact that you are Munyamulenge, you will be taken out of the car, lynched. These things have happened over the course of the 8 years of this struggle. And so, what I'm saying is that Banyamulenge have been abandoned for many, many years. This is the 3rd generation, like I said. But we have refused to surrender. And that's what he said. That we will defend ourselves until the very last drop of blood. And we are so grateful for everyone who has stood with Banyamulenge and the whole plateau, so that they do not surrender. Reka nshimira Banyamulenge cyane.
Let me just express my gratitude to Banyamulenge.
They babaye abatabazi.
They have been defending and also supporting themselves
mu buryo bwose,
in different ways.
Mugihe abantu bose babakuyeho amaboko,
when all people were just left them,
mwabeshejeho ababyeyi banyu,
you stood up and they support your family.
Ino myaka yose,
for all those years,
kugeza n'uyu munsi.
up to now.
Ntimugacike intege.
Don't quit.
Nubwo intwari yacu yadusize,
even though Makanika died,
ndetse n'abandi bose yajanye nayo,
and the other people died with him,
n'abandi baracarimo bagenda,
and others still dying.
Ariko ubu niwo murage twasigiwe.
But this is a legacy that we have.
Ntitwatoye kuba Abanyamulenge.
We didn't choose to be who we are.
N'Imana yabishatse.
God chose us and made us.
Imana yabishatse izatugwanirira.
The God who created us will defend us.
Nimba twebwe tutirekuye.
If we don't quit,
Ico nje nobasaba,
what I can ask you,
ni ubumwe.
it's unity.
Ndabizi ko dufite abatuvuyemo.
We have people who left us.
Bakorana n'umwanzi kuko batekereza yuko hari ubukiriro.
Who are now working with our enemy.
Abo ngabo ko tubazi.
We know them.
Ariko se twebwe.
But for us.
Dusigaye muri uyu murongo wo kwigwana.
Who are still defending ourselves.
Ndabasaba kugira ngo tugire ubumwe.
I would like to ask you to be united.
Ibintu byose bito byotuma tutagwanira hamwe.
And small things that can divide us.
Tuzoroshe.
Make it easy.
Tubigira ubusa.
Put it aside.
Tugwanira hamwe.
The fight together.
Kuko intsinzi yacu ya mbere.
You know our defeat.
Nuko twagwanye turi umwe.
It's just unity.
Duciye mu bintu byinshi mwagiye mukora.
Na different ways.
Ari gutanga umusanzu.
Supporting.
Ari gutabara mu buryo bwose bushoboka.
The way you supported in any way you supported.
Ari ubuvugizi.
Advocacy.
Ibyo ni bigaragaza yuko turi bamwe.
That shows that we are one.
Sintekereza ko hari ubundi bwoko bwo sustaining a struggle imyaka 8 bwonyine hatariho external support.
I can't imagine other tribes in the community that can sustain
themselves. Ibyo ni bigaragaza yuko hari ubumwe.
That shows that we are one.
Ariko ntabwo biri enough.
But it's not enough.
Hari abantu bamwe bakora abandi bakumva yuko bireba abandi.
We still have people who are not supporting.
Twese biratureba.
It's for all of us.
Ndashaka gushimira abamama ku mwihariko.
I want to thank women.
Mwarakoze.
Thank you so much.
Bayobowe na Mama Anastasie.
By our leader, Mama Anastasie.
Uriya ni mudacogora niko namwita.
She never gave up.
Mukoorganizing abadamu.
She always organized.
No kubaganiriza no kubashira hamwe.
And talk to them, put them together.
Turabasaba kugira ngo mukomeze noneho mube hafi y'abasigaye.
Continue supporting those who are still
abasigaye ruguru ni imfubyi.
Those who are in Minembwe, they are orphans.
Imfubyi batakaje umubyeyi.
They no longer have.
Ababyeyi murabizi kurera imfubyi uko bimeze.
Women, you know how to raise.
Mugomba noneho kurushirizaho kurushaho.
Do more.
Ndabibwira abamama ariko ndabibwira mwese n'ababyeyi n'abana.
I'm telling men and the young men.
Mureke dukomeze twegerane.
Let us be united.
Tubumwe.
Let's be one.
Ariko ubu nyine kandi ndi turi twenyine.
And let me tell you.
Twagize n'abandi ndi tukirinke.
Now we have other people.
Dufite abandi dufatikanyije.
Other people that we want.
Kandi nabo turabashimira.
We thank them as well.
Sinzi muri Bible ukuntu babyita.
I don't know in the Bible how they
call it. Iyo
urugamba
rwakomeraga.
When the war is very hard.
Abantu barahagurukaga kuri Joshua.
In the book of Joshua.
Bakazamura amaboko.
People arose and raised their hands.
Bakomeze abari ku rugamba.
So they can help those who are fighting.
Mu Minembwe.
In Minembwe.
Tekereza yuko bari bashakaga kuburizamo kino kintu cha Gideon.
They wanted to stop.
Bari bashaka gufata Minembwe turimo hano.
They want to took over by up now.
Kibazana rero reka mbasabe mwese muhaguruke.
Let me ask you to stand.
Zamura amaboko.
All of us raise our hands.
Tuyatunge mu Minembwe. Bakomeze urugamba kugeza dutaje.
We are together.
Zamuhaguruke.
We don't fight against the government. Abanyamulenge
bafashe indwara ngo bakureho Kisekedi.
Abanyamulenge never took arms to fight so they can remove Kisekedi or remove
bakureho Kabila cyangwa uwundi muntu
or Kabila or any other leaders.
Tibishifuzaga kuba ngo aribo baje mu kibanza cy'abategetsi.
It's not in their wish to be the leaders.
Ibyo bakora no kwirwana kugira ngo babeho.
All they do is to fight so they can survive.
Hari ingorane nyinshi muri Kongo cyangwa muri Afrika.
There's so many issues in Africa.
Ariko turi ubwoko bumwe bwihariye kuba ngo reka turwane kubaho.
But we're particular people. It's very difficult to even say we're fighting so that we can survive. We don't seek any other interests. Abanyamulenge only fight so they can survive. They just want to live, to be able to breathe. Those who have cows, maybe they want to take care of them. Those who farm, those who go to school, those who get married may do that in peace. That's what Banyamulenge are fighting for. But the world has been labeling us as powerful people. And some of the images that we've seen, you may think that we're an armed group. The pictures might be showing it very well, but that's not what they look like. And the world today is considering Banyamulenge as very powerful people. And the world is labeling Banyamulenge as killers who are killing other tribes. Let me give you an example of a man who shared some word. Munyamulenge was arrested here in America, about to be deported. And they approached the lawyer. This happened in Texas. And other Banyamulenge told the lawyer, hey, if this person is taken back to Congo, he will be killed. And the lawyer was asking, if this Munyamulenge goes back, how would he be killed? So what are you saying? Because I know a lot of people who fled Congo. This was said to me just a few weeks ago. Things have been put in inverse or reversed. Us who are being killed have been turned into the killers. That is how the world considers it. Even the researchers at universities in America, they've converted us into evil people. And they know that Banyamulenge are the one being the problem and killing other people in Congo. So let me say that this is completely false. We are the victim. But we're being labeled or we're being labeled as killers. So I want to say this is false. I'm telling this to the world. So I'm asking, who the person who called us Banyamulenge, did he do a bad thing? Did the person who started the group Bijombo, did he do bad? The person who named us Banyamulenge did a wonderful thing. Because it gave us an identity. Even those who are fighting against you, it's because they don't want you to have a land. They don't want you to have your own home. They want to prevent you from leaving. And they want you to just be a person who's but the person who called us Banyamulenge did great. And indeed we are Banyamulenge. We've accepted it when we are proud of it. The person who called us Banyamulenge. I know some people wonder who started this name. The person, it's like lighting it's like he started a fire. A fire that burns. Because this is one of the reasons that we're being killed from. If you come from a person, I'm asking you to stand up to fight because you're among the people who started this fire. The reason why we're being refused to have Mukwibuka, those who were against it, they didn't want us to have a land, a place where we could go. So the person who started the group Mukwibuka didn't do that. But that has been one of the reasons that we. I don't know who said it, but I think the world will never hand you freedom freely. We're not going to fight against regime or still regimes. But they're refusing so we can have a home. But we know that only God will fight on our behalf. So let me continue by saying this before I finish. People are being told to hate your own people. So that I can show that I'm a nationalist or someone who loves my country, I need to hate my own people. I need to speak evil about you. But even to say bad things, it's not enough. It's also kill you. But what guarantees me that after I've killed you, that I'm going to leave? So let me tell you, Banyamulenge who are gathered here. In terms of a community, If we say
ni
communities,
twebwe twenyine nk'umurara
It is-
niba ari murara community bayita ubwoko ni twebwe twenyine nk'ubwoko
it is only our community,
twebwe twenyine gusa
only us,
kurusha abandi bagiye Kongo bose
more than other tribes in Congo,
bahagurutse kurwanira Kongo
who have stood up to fight for Congo.
nta bundi bwoko muri Kongo burahaguruka kurwanira Kongo
There is no other tribe that has stood
niba buhari
to fight for the
niba buhari
country.
buzabivuge
If there is such a tribe, may it come and say
ntabwo
it.
bubaho
It does not exist.
twebwe ni twe bapatriyote kuruta abandi bapatriyote
Banyamulenge are the true patriots, more than any other people in Congo.
wareka umunyamulenge ko atari patriyote
So whoever says that
uwo
Banyamulenge is not a
ntabaza
patriot,
amateka ya Kongo
they don't know the history of Congo.
uwo ntabaza amateka ya
They
Kongo
don't know the history.
rero timwiyumve mw'ubwoba
So do not fear.
muhumurike kuko igihugu cyanyu muragikunda
Know that you love your
kandi
country
mwarakirwaniye
and you will fight for it.
n'abatemera none ko mwagipfiriye ejo bazabyemera
And those who deny it will
utanabyemera
eventually
ntazi
accept it.
hari abantu batazi histoire ya Kongo
Many people do not know the history of
umuntu
Congo.
utazi histoire ya Kongo ntakuzamubwira keretse kumurihira inezara akajya ku ishuri
There's nothing we can do other than send him to school to learn. And maybe Mahoro can send him to school to learn the
twebwe muri
history.
kominote zose zibaho za Kongo
Among all the communities in Congo,
kuko ndongera kuzo Shesher Banoge yavuze
because I'm adding to what Mzee Banoge said,
twe bambere barwaniye Kongo
we are the first to fight for the country
kandi uzo
Congo.
mitima ntaryasiba
And God will never forget.
Imana irabikunda
God loves it.
murakagira Imana
Rakoze.
Thank you very